Russian prisoners sent to the front lines in Ukraine have been publicly executed for not charging into enemy fire, captured inmates say.
Here's a summary of the article.
Captured Russian inmates who have been sent to the front lines in Ukraine as part of the Wagner Group, an infamous mercenary organization with ties to the Kremlin, say they've witnessed public executions of deserters and disobedient troops, per a new report from Polygon Media and the independent Mozhima Biasnet outlet. Alexander Drozdev, another former inmate cited in the report, said many of the Russian prisoners sent to the front line in Ukraine by Wagner are drug addicts and completely insane. While some recruited prisoners may desert or disobey orders, others are just fucked up and bulldoze their way through, Drozdev said, noting that these fighters are very different from ordinary mercenaries. In an effort to address worsening manpower issues, the Wagner Group has fought alongside the Russian military and has recruited Russian prisoners in the process. Last month, a top Ukrainian military advisor said that Russian prisoners fighting with Wagner were being shoved to the front line and killed in big quantities. A senior U.S. military official told reporters on Monday that prisoners and other recently mobilized troops are being used by Russia to take the brunt of Ukrainian fire on the front line to clear a path for better trained forces amid heavy fighting in the country's east. Russian forces have been pushing hard to take the city of Bakhmut in the Donetsk region and have managed to make some advances into the nearby town of Soledar in recent days, according to assessments from the U.S. military and British Defense Ministry. Yevgeny Prigozhin, the founder of the Wagner Group and an ally of Russian President Vladimir Putin, said on Tuesday there are heavy bloody battles being fought over Soledar, per the Moscow Times.
This post received a score of 22,000, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
They probably use the prisoners as lures to locate Ukrainian positions. They are sent toward Ukrainian lines to find weaknesses. If they reach a certain point, the commanders know that that spot is weaker. If they all die, they know it's heavily defended.
Imagine Ukraine knows this, which they do. Russians just waiting for to get ambushed.
A YouTube channel I watch daily just posted a video on how Russia is assaulting Soledar using this tactic.
Do the prisoners get guns? Could they be used to fake out weak spots to trap Wagner soldiers?
The prisoners do get guns, but they're not the only soldiers. They're intended to be the spearheads of assaults and bullet sponges. They get sent first, and if the Ukrainians fire upon them, that exposes the position of snipers, machine gun nests, artillery, etc., and then artillery or airstrikes can be called upon those positions, or professional troops or trained reserves can follow up by storming enemy positions with knowledge of which positions to avoid and where to flank.
It's called recon by fire sweaty, and it's a perfectly legitimate tactic. Casually chips a golf ball out of a supine conscript's mouth.
Sweaty?
How did they know?
They knew what they were doing.
Wouldn't that give the other inmate soldiers more initiative to revolt as soon as they get a gun in their hands?
Who said they were giving them guns? Who said they were giving him information?
I was just reading last week about those Wagner prisoners they released back into Russia. They did their 6-month stint and only 24 of the thousands of them are going back home. These guys are sent to the slaughter. I mean, they recruited thousands of those guys, thousands, and only 24 are going back.
Those 24 are probably mangled and injured past the point of return, physically or mentally, emotionally or both.
After watching Russians play Rambo towards a Ukraine trench line while hip shooting, this is legit.
Where did you see this?
Combat footage probably. Not even the craziest thing from Ukraine on there. The footage posted of Russian soldiers getting smoked every single day is bananas.
The blowjob grenade drop is pretty wild.
For those out of the loop. Warning. Death, possibly rape if rumors are to be believed. You will watch 2 humans die.
Damn, that's not even the one I was thinking of. Apparently, there is more than one of these videos. Skeptical smiley face. I just have to hope in my heart this isn't rape. This is all bad enough. It's all just so awful on every level. This is a grain of sand in a massive pile of horrid shit that seems to have no end. Until Ukraine shows Russia the end through brute force and bravery.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.